How's it going, IO? In this video, we're going to get into the Ariana Grande and Dalton Gomez divorce rumors, Kylie Jenner forgiving Jordyn Woods, and Bebe Rexha getting body shamed by her own boyfriend. So it looks like this is really it for Ariana Grande and Dalton Gomez. Page 6 has reported that the two of them are going to be divorcing. Sources close to the star said that they have been separated since January, but they've been able to stay friends so there's no bad blood between them. Quote, they came to the decision together. They were having problems before January, but they wanted to remain best friends. Apparently, Dalton visited Ariana on the set of the movie Wicked in London, which was part of a last-ditch attempt to save their marriage, but sadly that didn't work out. It's been said that they've been really good friends throughout the entire process and that their friends and families have been trying to protect them, most likely from going through all the messy divorce drama. The speculation started over the weekend when Ariana was spotted at a tennis match without her diamond ring. She was photographed in the crowd at the Wimbledon men's singles final on Sunday, sitting between Andrew Garfield and Jonathan Bailey. She looked great with her honey blonde hair from the upcoming movie Wicked, and she was seen getting really into the match, reacting to moments by covering her mouth with her right hand. But of course, most people were focused on her left hand and the absence of her wedding ring. Some people speculated that there could have been a simple explanation. Maybe it was getting serviced or cleaned, or maybe even upgraded. Either way, it seems like everyone was wondering what was really going on and whether or not that was a sign of some kind of trouble in their relationship. On Twitter, someone wrote, "I'm sorry, I'm not really trying to start anything. I just want to know, anyone else noticed the ring finger has no ring?" Another person wrote, "Anyone else noticed Ariana Grande hasn't been wearing her wedding ring?" This latest speculation comes several months after there were rumors going around that the two of them were nearing a breakup. What happened was Dalton deactivated his Instagram account after comments were made questioning his sexuality. For whatever reason, some fans decided to target him and claim that he was in fact gay. We don't know what these comments look like, but obviously they weren't made in a nice way. Most likely it was both homophobic and intended to bully him. So it's possible that he was just sick and tired of getting these kind of comments and wanted to get off social media for a while. This is all pretty upsetting though, given the fact that the couple have really tried to keep a low profile since they got married. Dalton does have his own Instagram account, but he set it to private shortly after news of their relationship became public. But what's really interesting is that this wasn't even the first round of divorce rumors. 1 year prior, Ariana posted a video doing her makeup while promoting her brand REM Beauty. But it wasn't the makeup that caught everyone's attention, it was the fact that she wasn't wearing her wedding ring. If she didn't address it, fans would most likely jump to all kinds of conclusions and assume that something was going on. Thankfully she did, because she already knew exactly what the internet would say when they didn't spot her wedding ring. She said, "I'm just not wearing my ring. It's getting cleaned. I'm not getting a divorce, so before you start, don't." Basically, she shut that idea down completely. Obviously, she's been in the spotlight long enough to know that even the smallest thing can cause a panic online. So it makes sense that the two of them are very adamant about privacy and keeping their life off of social media. Nearly 2 years after breaking off her engagement with Pete Davidson, Ariana was spotted kissing a mystery man out in LA, who was later confirmed to be Dalton. The couple began dating in January of 2020 and spent a lot of time together at Ariana's home in New York City. In December, after almost a year of dating, Ariana announced their engagement on Instagram. She posted photos of them along with shots of her engagement ring, and in the caption she wrote, "Forever and then some." Several months later, in May of 2021, the couple tied the knot in a small ceremony at their home. Apparently there were less than 20 guests and the nuptials were informal. There was no real ceremony, it was just a casual exchange of vows. Ariana later shared photos from their wedding on Instagram. At the time, an inside source spoke to People magazine and said they're a great fit together. Dalton's entirely unfazed by the scope of her celebrity, and it's very grounding for her. He's young but mature and knows what he wants out of life. So they really seem to be great together, which makes it all the more upsetting that they're now separating. Alright, so we are well and truly in the era of people being exposed online. Bebe Rexha just leaked text messages of her boyfriend body shaming her. She posted a screenshot of a message that was sent to her by her partner Kian Safari, where he basically calls her out for gaining weight. He wrote, "Hey, I never said you weren't beautiful. I never said I didn't love you. The fact that I said how beautiful you are and how much I love you. But I always said I would be honest with you and your face was changing, so I told you it was. That was the conversation we were having, and you asked, because I care, would you rather that I lied to you? You gained 35 pounds. Obviously you gained weight and your face changes. Should I just pretend that it didn't happen and that it's okay?" He goes on to say that she has joked about him gaining 3 pounds before and that it doesn't mean that she doesn't love him. He said, "If you're trying to find reasons to break up, this makes sense, but it's not the real reason. If you're unhappy with me / yourself / with life and don't see a future with us, then that's okay, and that's the reason. Don't use something like that to weaponize your anger or anxiety or any insecurity that you may have." At the end of the message, Kian insists that he always found her to be beautiful and loved her no matter what. He also suggests that she have a deeper think about their relationship and maybe even speak to a couples therapist. Not everyone is happy about the fact that Bebe chose to post these messages online, but it's pretty clear just from that decision that she has well and truly broken up with him. If anything, she might be trying to draw attention to the issue of body shaming and how women especially tend to get it from every facet of society because they're just held to a different standard. In this case, she's getting it from her own partner, likely disguised as some kind of health concern. You could argue that he went about it in the right way and said that she was still beautiful, though it is uncalled for because, as we have seen before, Bebe is well aware of her own weight. This isn't even the first time she's dealt with body shaming. She's been facing a whiplash of unwarranted online hate recently. In response to growing criticism about her weight, she took to Twitter and wrote, "I know I got fat. I'm just so sick of people talking about it. Next." She addressed the rude discourse and lack of privacy around her appearance, saying, "Human beings go through weight fluctuations in life and you don't know what people are going through. Meds, disease, etc." She ended her statements positively and gave a shout out to all the people who have been supporting her and showing her love. So hopefully that puts a stop to all this endless chatter about her body, because it's really no one's business in the first place. And now it looks like Kylie Jenner has finally forgiven Jordyn Woods. The two of them were spotted out to dinner with friends in an LA sushi restaurant over the weekend. It marked the first time in more than 4 years that Kylie was seen in public with her former best friend, since Jordyn was effectively banished from the Kardashian family after everything that went down with Tristan Thompson. Photos of Kylie and Jordyn on their dinner outing were posted online, and a few hours earlier, Jordyn posted a mirror selfie on Instagram wearing the exact same outfit that she wore while she was out with Kylie, so a red, orange, and purple dress from her own clothing line along with a gold choker. The reason this is such a big deal is because their friendship was torn apart by one of the biggest scandals to rock the Kardashian family. In February of 2019, it was reported that Tristan Thompson had cheated on Khloe with Jordyn at a house party. Khloe then broke up with him when the allegations came out, which he heavily denied was the truth. The following March, Jordyn told her side of the story on Jada Pinkett Smith's talk show Red Table Talk. She said that she didn't sleep with Tristan, but admitted that he did kiss her on the lips. She said that she was drunk the entire time and later apologized to Khloe about the encounter, but she also didn't take any responsibility for their breakup. Jordyn said, "I know I'm not the reason that Tristan and Khloe are not together. Now, this situation may have made it harder for her to want to be with him, and I understand that, but I know I'm not the reason." In response, Khloe then took to Twitter to express her outrage at the interview. She tagged Jordyn and wrote, "Why are you lying? If you're going to try and save yourself by going public, instead of calling me privately to apologize first, at least be honest about your story. By the way, you are the reason my family broke up." So you can pretty much imagine how that tweet escalated the already existing drama. For months on end, people were picking sides between the two women. Some accused Jordyn of being a homewrecker and said that she was clearly in the wrong, especially because she had been such a close friend of the family for all these years. On the other hand, Khloe was getting a fair amount of backlash too, considering that when she started dating Tristan, he had already gotten his ex-girlfriend pregnant, and that was a whole situation that made Khloe look like the other woman. Later in 2019, Kylie unfollowed Jordyn on Instagram, and the cheating scandal was depicted on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. On the show, Khloe opened up about his cheating tendencies and said, "Tristan, we've all known what he's capable of. Look what he did when I was 9 months pregnant, but I knew who he was. I never in a million years thought that's who she was." Kylie said on the show that when she called Jordyn to ask about the incident, her friend didn't really say anything. She was just crying the whole time. In response, Kylie said, "You could do whatever, but when it affects my family, me, then that's when it's a problem." Fast forward to June of 2021 when Khloe spoke to Andy Cohen about the whole situation. She insisted that she doesn't have any grudges against Jordyn and that people make mistakes, basically forgiving her for what happened. Around the same time Khloe and Tristan got back together, they hired a surrogate to carry and give birth to their son. There was a few months of peace until December when his ex Marley Nichols filed a paternity suit against him, which revealed that he had cheated on Khloe with her earlier that year. That month she gave birth to their son Theo. Weeks later, after a DNA test confirmed that he is the child's father, Tristan apologized to Khloe on Instagram. He issued a lengthy public statement saying, "Khloe, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve the heartache and humiliation I have caused you. You don't deserve the way I have treated you over the years. I'm so incredibly sorry." This surrogate gave birth to a baby boy on August the 5th, and an insider told Hollywood Live that she would have full custody over their son. Quote, "Khloe and Tristan have agreed that Khloe will have sole legal and physical custody of their baby full time, and for the first time ever she opened up about all the trauma that she's gone through as a result of Tristan's infidelity and deceit. She said, "I was definitely very angry and I think I was feeling bamboozled. All I know is I was being encouraged to implant the embryo by a certain date. In hindsight, he always knew when the other baby was being born." Sources close to the star insisted that there is no place in her mind that wants to take Tristan back, and she is really done with him romantically, which makes perfect sense. Khloe is clearly opting to focus on her young family instead of worrying about what her ex is up to. So what do you guys think about this latest this story, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.